supposed to, because to find the kingdom is the goal. That was represented in the movie Coming to America. You were already in the kingdom, but you go to Queens because you want the problem. You brung with you semi-consciousness. Let's just go home. I want a manicure. That's what you say all the time. Fuck that, I want to go home. Fuck that, how do you die and not come back? I want to see what it means. That's your semi-consciousness. Eddie Murphy knew I had to find the love first. You understand? I have to find the love first before we could go home, Semi. Semi took the money and built a kingdom in that rat-infested home. Come on, niggas. I just told you this is not your home and you can't build a kingdom there. So Eddie Murphy came in, took his money, said you can't get into trouble, and I want to move downstairs and let this landlord who's full of shit, he can have this fucking place. We must live poor. I told him my home is very poor. I am what? A goat herder. That's Jesus. He came to save her. He was the Christ. But even if the Christ comes here, which is you, every conscious person is the Christos or the Christ. That's you. So you come, you're here to find your heart or your Lisa or your love and take it back to the kingdom, because it's a form of alchemy. He was already there. He was already bought. He had ass wipers. And if you think I'm bullshitting, John Landis did that movie. And John Landis is a fucking occultist. Period.
Mental alchemy. Mental alchemy. Mental alchemy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The portals of pan. The portals of pan. Brother Panic and the true understanding of the pan energy. What's up, family? What's the deal? What's the deal? Yes, sir. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Hey, look, I can't make it up. Panic has been coming through crazy right now. And I'm going to give y'all the downloads, the channels, the information right before his celebration of life, so you can actually tap into the energy and then understand what's happening in the first place. So yeah, shout out to Panic, rising in power to the God. Hey, again, I love the God, and that's real. And we got to be understanding of people that crossed our paths in these particular lifetimes and helped us in particular manners that will move our consciousness. You feel me? And I think a lot of times when we're seeing some of these people that's out here in the world trying to, portray consciousness and shit like that, it's an act. It's a stunt, right? But Panic was one of those that gave his heart to this shit. You feel me? And really got down to the deep understandings of the work, of the work, of the work. And that's what I'm about to talk about today, man. So rising in power to the God, we got to get it in. The portals of Pan, the portals of Pan. Man, I know Khadija is gonna, and I would have spoke too, but goddamn, baby Kai is gonna come on Bobby's birthday. Trust and believe. So shit, I'm just gonna be here posted, and we're having a great experience with the pregnancy as well. You feel me? Everything going on great. Everything going on beautiful. We went to our midwife yesterday. She was thrilled and excited and ready. So yeah, and I'm getting the blues because I'm massaging everything. Say, D-Ray got me going to work, but hey, I'll do it because I am her slave. All right, let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. So the portals of Pan. So this is going to be an understanding of this panic energy and how you can actually tap into it in this particular time to move you into a new trajectory of thought, to move you into a new space of power. You feel me? So before I do that, the celebration of life. Celebration of Life, Khadija Samdi. Go to occultlectures.com if y'all are going this Friday. Occultlectures.com. Somebody put it in the chat for me. And tap in with the family, because this is a celebration. This is going to be a big vortex that's going to open up in this particular day for the God Panic, and this energy that I'm about to show y'all right now and give y'all some plays and some clues and some aha moments, some understandings, right, that you can actually utilize for yourself right now is going to be key. So y'all going to want to stay to the end of this thing, because the synchronicities just lined up so beautifully. I was like, oh, that motherfucker had to leave right now. God damn. Just to usher in a new space of thought, of power, of strength, of understanding, if you will, right? And this is a beautiful time, and it's here right now, and it's showing naked ass, baby. So hey, it's going down. So occultlectures.com, occultlectures.com. Somebody put it in the chat for me so we can get to that if y'all are going to go this Saturday, November 25th. Boom. So one of the biggest understandings I gained from panic is that the imagination is all, right? And without your imagination, you're not doing anything. You feel me? And even Albert Einstein, the great scientist that everybody wants to rave about, knows that the imagination is everything. Imagination is more important than logic, reasoning, the rationale mind. You feel me? But the problem is we've been stuck in this kind of left brain prisoner mode, and this left brain prisoner mode has us moving not how not how we're naturally supposed to move. Our natural being is moving how the wind blows, a feeling, an intuition, a hunch, a knowing, right? And what happened was we suppressed that feeling because of schools, the church, all of that stuff, right? Your mama, right? And the key is to get that back. That's what spirituality is, to get back your intuition, your knowing, your imagination, your sense, your feeling. You feel me? This hunch, if you will, right? You have the ability to tap into something amazing, but you have to be able to use the faculty called your imagination to tap into it. You feel me? And one of the biggest aspects of that is you working on your right brain. So I'm gonna give y'all a plethora of techniques. After this one, y'all gonna be like, all right, Dream, I got it. I know exactly what to do. Plethora of techniques to work on this part of you that knows, which is your imagination. You feel me? And that is gonna take you everywhere. It says, I believe in intuition and inspiration. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. It is strictly speaking a real factor in scientific research. So, they're trying to understand the concept of the mind's eye, right? And what this picture that you see, where is it at? What is it, right? It's something because you can see it. If I tell you a story of an elephant running down the street, right, and prostitutes walking right beside the elephant, you can see that vividly and clear as day. So what is that you're seeing? How is this thing happening? Well, now we get further and further into the fold with the quantum theory and, quantum understanding of this thing. And then we get into understanding how that electron works in your body or in the atoms, right? And they're going into the nucleus or the dark energy, which is the chaos, which is a 0 point, right? Don't worry, I'm going to get to that too. And coming out with light, which is the 1. You feel me? Zeros and ones, zeros and ones. So understanding the science behind spirituality and science is important for you to have a union, right? The left and right brain hemisphere working together in unison so you could actually start to move in this particular dimension, the third dimension, with power and strength and understanding how you're going to move anyway. You feel me? See, this is what I was saying. This is what I say all the time, right? You got to think about it. If school, there's kids out here playing video games, and making millions of dollars, right? So now you got to step back and see what that is, right? I ain't never been to a job interview or anything like that where they ask me, hey, where's your diploma at? You feel me? So now you got to realize what school is. You feel me? It's a trap. It's a it's an indoctrination system to make you a worker, right? So then if you get out of your own way and just understand that you've been tricked for what, 12, 13 years of your life with this school modality thing, right? Then you can start to understand how to work your way back into the visual cortex, the imagination, the place where you reign supreme. You feel me? So that's important, family. And I can't make it up. That's what school is. I'm just telling you what it is. Public schools is a training ground for workers, right? It's not what they're teaching you, it's how they're teaching you to move. You go to this class, first period from 8:50 to 9:50. You go here, your lunch is from 12 to 12:30. You feel me? You get up, you have a free period this time. This is when you do your exercise, right? So it's just telling you how to move. And it's a beautiful trick that they put on you to make you think that you're learning something. But honestly, y'all don't remember a motherfucking thing from school. You feel me? Once you got the basic math down and stuff like that, then in reading, right? Then essentially everything is just you, you know, working it out in the field of a job, right? Because in the job, guess what's gonna happen? You got to use your imagination. And they shut that shit down beautifully in schools. You feel me? So with Pan or Panic, he is the symbol or the understanding of your imagination faculty, right? Even the pipes is a symbol of that. So let me read some of this real quick before we go too deep into the fold, because I want to read about Pan and give y'all the understanding, right? the greater understanding of it all. This is the Encyclopedia of Spirits. Y'all know the book. And then I'm gonna give y'all some work from it. Okay, it says beginning in the 19th century, Pan became a symbol of wild nature. Wild nature. That means your imagination is this wild nature, if you will. You feel me? You're in this mystical, magical place. The untamed libido. So libido is your sexual energy, but we know that your sexual energy is what? Creative energy. You feel me? So sex is sexual energy, right? Or your kundalini energy is just a creative force to give you these aha moments or this visualized cortex in your mind's eye. Primal human nature and also paganism. It is no coincidence that James M. Barrie's wild little hero is named Peter Pan. So y'all know the whole Peter Pan story is about the god Pan, right? Pan is the spirit of wild, irresistible life essence. Irresistible life essence. That's the that's the frolic, you going on this adventure, you're trying things, you're going into a space of, magical wonders, and if you will, right? He is sexually voracious, always chasing after nymphs, always ready for a romantic interlude with men, women, and probably goats too. So that's you being able to tap into your masculine and feminine energies, right? And understand that sexual union is the process of creation. You feel me? Because you can't have the left without the right and the right without the left, right? So you have to bring it into the fold masculine energy by taking action. You feel me? So you visualize it in your mind's eye, and then guess what's going to happen? You got to run the play, baby. And that's the union, right? And that's the centrifugal force of life. You feel me? Masculine and feminine energy. People tend to laugh at Pan because they perceive him as beastly and ugly. That's the chaos. So beastly and ugly, they're just showing you the chaos realm of it, or this chaos sphere. You feel me? This energy of potentiality, right? Remember, chaos is just a potential you have inside of you. So chaos, you can do anything with this dark energy, right? Or this chaos energy, right? Which is the 0 point. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to all of that too. So that chaos is the potential energy you have inside of you, which is the imagination. But then with the imagination, the potential, you have to push it, right? And then it becomes kinetic energy, which is moving, which is the one. So zeros and ones. You feel me? Da, 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 da. He even seduced Aphrodite. That's where, that's the love goddess. So they're just trying to explain. Remember, all of this stuff is, all of these myths and mythologies are stories and symbols to explain energies inside of you. You feel me? So all the gods and goddesses are just energies inside of you. Now they did it in story form, so because that's the faculty that runs supreme in your being, which is your imagination. So then if you can see the stories play out, right, in your mind's eye, then the stories will, make sense for you. It'll relate back to you, right? In the form of, oh, okay, this is my particular energy that I got to move with, stuff like that. Damn, I froze up. Okay. Hey, they try to get the gun. Okay, I'm back. You can hear me now? Okay, good, good. They're gonna try to trip out on this. Hey, hey, y'all know what it is. That information coming through like that, they're gonna try to trip the God up. But I'm back. Fuck it. All right, so where was I at? It says Pan is the lord of fertility, wild nature, ecstatic music, wild goats, shepherds, flocks, and hunters. So remember, fertility is just still the sexual energy or the creative spirit, right? You birthing something or putting something into the fold to create something in this particular dimension, which starts with the imagination. You feel me? That's what Pan, or the Pan God, is symbolizing all the way through. So, now, another thing I want to say before I keep going is Andre 3000 is absolutely a symbol for Pan as well. You feel me? And him playing the flutes, right? And Andre 3000 essentially was the imagination as well. So Andre 3000 killed off his old self. You feel me? And in him killing off his old self, he became something new. He wasn't worried about what y'all niggas' opinions was, right? Because he was doing something that was moving in his spirit. You feel me? So now that album, that meditation album that he just dropped, is absolutely gold. So I'm telling you, I got my kids listening to it and everything, right? What it's essentially doing is cleaning out and ushering in a new wave of energy. It's killing off that old you. You're not going to be able to go if you're not able to rise to this new fourth dimensional shift that's about to happen. You feel me? That's Pan as well, right? This astral energy, if you will. You feel me? So understand that Andre 3000 is a symbol. All of this stuff is symbols, family. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over and over again. When you're seeing these celebrities, when you're seeing people live out this particular storyline, right? They're symbolizing something inside of you because you are living in a big mythology. You are living in a big movie, right? So just understand that to the core, because this whole place is an illusion. And when you wake up in the fourth dimension, you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, that shit was a movie." Don't let me go get the books to prove this is an illusion. I got them all here. Just know that I've already did that illusionary piece before in my past videos. Y'all go see that. But I'm just letting y'all know. So you got to understand what the reflection piece is. You feel me? And what's actually happening in this story form you're calling life. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling with the guy Pan. Pan is the spirits of corners, thresholds, borders, and edges. He is most likely seen at twilight at the edge of the woods from the corner of your eye. So that's the same aspect of you being in what's that, in nature, right? You being in nature, and then you thought you seen something. You're like, what the fuck was that? You feel me? That's really them fairies or them negative ions coming into the fold and bringing you more creative juices and flows. You feel me? So that's why nature is so important, to get outside and really hone into that sun. Now winter is coming, so then it's hibernation season. So now your inside world is going to be very important of you going into meditation. You feel me? And getting into the fold that way. The word panic derives from Pan. It's the reaction caused by his shout. Pan has no need for conventional weapons, as his voice is sufficient to instill panic. Uh-oh. So that's Brother Panic all the way. That nigga was cutthroat, nigga. That nigga was I was in his class, one of his first class. Nigga, that nigga was killing me, boy. I was like, God damn, I'm online though. You feel me? Kenny, Drunk Sis, and somebody else was in the class. And I'm sitting there like, damn, why the fuck he going so hard? I mean, I'm just asking questions and shit. And I was like, God damn. And I was able to take it because I just wanted the information, of course. You feel me? So, and I was listening, I was hearing everything he was saying. Some of that shit he was saying, I was like, nah, nigga, that shit is trash. Because I challenged him on some music, right? And I think I challenged him on like the South and shit. He really is the soul. Andre 3000, Bobby Hemmett, what, nigga? I can prove that shit. So, that New York shit be they on that concrete jungle with that ego shit. Us down south, we just pure soul, baby. It just flows from us. Why? Because we outside more and we got trees and shit. You feel me? Hey, I'm just telling y'all what it is. I'm telling y'all what it is. We is in the space of power. All that strong man shit, nigga. We play dominoes and spades and that's it. You feel me? We chilling down here, baby. The further you go down south, the further you in the underworld. It says the Greeks credited Pan with causing the Persians to flee in absolute terror at the Battle of Marathon. So this Battle of Marathon was a Persian invasion. And essentially what happened was, they brought the god Pan out, and then the enemies just retreated, right? And that's where you get panic from. So Pan or Panic, and I'm gonna give y'all some plays after I go, because this shit is absolutely amazing. So Pan or Panic, right, is a symbol of terror, right? He's tearing some shit up. You feel me? And he's about to bring some shit into the fold. And remember, these panpipes are just that. You feel me? These flutes are just that. They're they're just like I said in my Andre 3000 video, right? When you hear that buzzing in your ear, that spirit cleaning out and nourishing you back to a new state of mind. You feel me? Into a new space of consciousness, if you will, right? And a lot of times what happens is, you know, we don't pick up on that clearing out because we're in the world and jobs, and we're in this hustle and bustle kind of flow. You feel me? But the real game is to understand that energy and that vibration as it's clearing your shit out. You feel me? Like, oh yes. And then be able to receive the channels or downloads in the form of imagination. So y'all know Peter or Peter Pan, right? Is the Never Land. Never Land is the fourth dimension in your astral realms or the imagination ship. You feel me? So in this process of going into, you know, where you're naturally forming, right, ideas, thoughts, and creative power, right, is the key to you moving into a space of knowing. So I want y'all to watch this video where Panic just breaks it down beautifully about the imagination.
And their ceiling cannot go past logic. So they made Albert Einstein the poster boy for all things to try to live up to. But he's actually at the floor. All he ever talked about was the next level was imagination for them. Imagination is the key. Imagination is the greatest thing you can ever accomplish in the universe. Because he knew niggas got the greatest imagination going. Look how we survived in the ghetto. Look what we turned food into. That's from imagination. That's not from logic and equations on the board. How to turn the last part of that corn into grits, nigga. You feel me? How to make a biscuit for 15 cents, nigga. Like, nigga, that's us. And that's not from logic. That's from imagination and visualization. That's who you are. And we have put those aspects of us to sleep. They gave us this motherfucking bullshit story in school. When you're little, stop looking out the window, pay attention, sit up straight. And then they put on everyone's report card, regardless of what you were doing. Daydreams too much. Daydreams too much. Snap out of it, look up straight, fold your hands, pledge allegiance, stand up, sit down, buzzer, and they're keeping you at a young age from freeing your mind through your visualization and imagination. When you was in Africa and they was teaching you, they told you in story form because it forces you to imagine. It forces you to imagine. If I say I was going to the store the other day, I fell off my bike, you guys are automatically thinking about it in real time, meaning you are imagining me on my bike as I tell a story, falling off of it. Not when you read a math equation, you can't imagine. It's telling you trying to memorize. That's a difference. So the African told you the story about the tree, the history of the tree, the science of the tree, the math of the tree. You ate from the tree. You've been eating from the tree. You picking the fruit from the tree. You climbing from the tree. You doing all of that shit to understand this tree holistically. Because we're putting it into our psyche, into our imagination. We have a memory of climbing that tree. I remember damn near every tree we used to climb in the hood when me and Dane was just young boys running wild in the ghetto. I remember almost every tree and everything we fucked with because it's a part of my imagination and much more powerful than anything I remember in math. But that's not how white minds work. They are, for them to have an imagination or a visualization experience, it must be extreme. That's why they jump off of mountains, jump out of airplanes. Even though we started bungee jumping through ritual, now it's fun for them. You ever go to Six Flags and there's those rides off in the sunset with cranes and shit? Motherfuckers just flying around on cranes. I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you just stay? Ain't this enough? The Superman, the Roller Shack coaster, that's not enough. They got cranes and niggas just on cranes flying around. So they need that because that's where they're actually deficient. Because that's your imagination is what gets you out of here. That imagination is connected to your meditative force. Your ability to imaginate to power becomes when you're able to stay, you're able to create and go into a Zen mode easier. Now, when I told my father I still meditated, I said the only thing that happens is when I close my eyes, it looks like the scene is jumping back and forth in front of me. And I said I could get there any second. It's to a point where I could stay in alpha and still have a conversation. In my most meditative mind, I know how to get there and zone out easy. I could be yelling at you niggas in 1 minute and go on the next. And I told him I could do this. He was like, that's incredible. That's alpha state. He said, that's the goal of meditating, to try to get an alpha state and stay there. I said, well, for all of these years, that's all I've been doing because I didn't know what else to do. It was just there. So I've always, after that, understood what I was going for. He then started telling me about some out-of-body experience he's had. He told me some shit that was key that might have changed the way I thought about meditation, period, which was this. In New York, especially in the 80s, which this was, the trains were fucking incredibly noisy. They're still noisy now, but they're almost zen compared to that fucking aluminum can that used to be on the tracks before. Now they got shocks and they factor that in. People used to actually wear earplugs on the train. Some were louder than others. They screeched, they made noise. So what he told me was, instead of trying to meditate and block that out, meditate to that sound, which is probably some of the most powerful advice he gave. He said he had out-of-body experience meditating to the sound of the train. Hank will attest to how noisy that shit was in the 80s, especially. It's like, it was unbearable. But what it did was I started practicing on keeping the mind still. You understand what I'm saying? In chaos. Perfect. When people whisper around me, I can't meditate. That's the only thing that takes me out of it. When somebody's like, yeah, we need to do this. But it could be a whole room full of motherfuckers talking. I can zone out. It's crazy. Because that's what I practice on the New York City train. Zoning out to a bunch of motherfuckers. Now, what it turns out is the train is the subconscious song that you hear constantly, that you don't pay attention to. In fact, in New York, you train yourself not to pay attention to it. In Queensbridge, there's a bridge over us, and you hear 24 hours cars going over the bridge. Zoom, doom, 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 zoom, doom. It's so subtle that you can actually fall asleep to the shit. It's like beautiful in Queensbridge. And in fact, when I been moved out of Queensbridge years later in the 2000s, started fucking somebody from the hood and spent the night back in the hood, I was like, God damn, this is the best goddamn fucking sleep I've had in years, because it's the subconscious song that was playing since I was born in the background. So when I decided to meditate to the sounds of New York, which is the subconscious song, motherfucker. Now, I don't know where you live, because most people got to drive to where they live and things like that. So it's not necessary. But for a city person, that was a good one, because what it did was allow me to stay in a moment through chaos all around me. I'm able to read through chaos, but that's a New York mind. Now, so alpha state is the party. Alpha state is the party. So remember, you got to close your eyes and think of this. Now, what he told us when he was 8, I've always given this meditation out, is think of an apple. and with my mind, use all 5 senses or experience that apple in my mind with all 5 senses. The more detail, the better. So what I'm doing now is mixing my earthly reality, or what I've become through my earthly reality, just an entity of 5 major senses, and to turn those inward and use my imagination to experience. So now what I'm doing is exercising the imagination, number 1, and number 2, taking what I know from earth and now mixing it with my imagination. Therefore, what I do on earth through the 5 senses is now starting to connect with my imagination. That's the key. Remember, your imagination is what you're trying to strengthen. Your imagination is really your superpower. You have to be able to see it in your head before anything can manifest. That's why you're the greatest inventors. So instead of taking it with your pride and say, oh, we invented the light bulb, the peacock feather.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah. And look, see, Panic dropped the boatload right there. And just the understanding of it is power. And the understanding of this pan energy right now is your imagination. So just like I showed y'all with Peter Pan, right? Astral realm, the 4th dimension, the imagination, right? You shifting your consciousness and starting to move with your visual cortex. See, what they have us is confused upon is they got us fucked up. Essentially, what they're trying to do is create you to keep your mind on the earth, right? So a lot of people are not using their imagination, and a lot of people are not tapping into their visual cortex on a daily, right? They're not slowing down and finding a space to just visualize, to create in their mind's eye, and to see their way out of situations, because that's our greatest power. You remember your mama used to go in the kitchen, there ain't no food in that motherfucking kitchen. How the hell she come out with a full course meal? Chaos in the blood. She came up beans, rice. Now you got a whole damn steak in that bitch. You like, God damn, mama, you made all of this? I just was in that bit. How the hell? That's that divine feminine energy. You feel me? And Panic is right, man. I used to be a PE teacher, elementary students and stuff like that, right? And, you know, I used to let them play, go crazy and everything. And I would sit there and visualize and that shit. And I'll, you know, hear them going crazy. My eyes would be closed the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Until I get hit with that ball. And I'd be like, motherfucking... I know exactly what kid it was, too. I used to be like, God damn, that nigga is not going to let me make it, boy. Nigga, open your eyes. I'm like, God damn. Chaos in the blood. But shit, I was trying to get my work in during work. You feel me? Because shit, that's where it was at. And that's another thing y'all want to do is at work, start finding times to figure out some creative visualization processes, right? See yourself in a more powerful, beautiful situation, right? See yourself on the beach, laying there, chilling, right? Relax. That's going to put you in a calm, relaxed state, right? And y'all know I got the book 33 Meditations. Go get it. No, I got it on Amazon. You can actually get it on Amazon too. 33 Meditations. Dream and be Ray Wise. See yourself doing these things in your mind's eye, because that's where everything starts from first. You feel me? And I'm gonna give y'all some plays and some understandings as well to get it in. What's up, Instagram? I forgot Instagram and Facebook is on here. Shout out to y'all, man. Boom. Peter Pan. Now, this is a movie you want to watch. Peter Pan and Wendy. Peter Pan is obviously Panic. Wendy is my fairy godmother, Khadija. Y'all see the correlation? Hey, I can't make it up. Came out April 28th this year, 2023, right? Panic's birthday is April 25th. Now, obviously, they probably would have dropped it on this nigga's birthday if it lined up on a Friday. But it actually, you know how this energy works. 3 days before, 3 days after, right? So you must go watch this movie and see what channel downloads come to you in this particular time, because this is in alignment with what's happening. It just dropped, and then Panic transitions in October. You feel me? Where the scary hour is at. See, when we see Peter Pan again, remember Peter Pan is going to Never Never Land. Never Never Land is just imagination. You astral traveling. You during the witching hours getting into your bag. You feel me? See, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, these channels and downloads is coming to you like crazy. Your physical body is still here, but your astral body is gone somewhere else, right? It's taken off. So then you have to step back, right, and understand what that message is coming in line with, right? Why is it coming to you in this particular time at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning? Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. There's a picture in your mind's eye that's coming to you 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. You have to be able to consciously understand what this vision is, write it down so you can actually move with power and take action on it when you're in the beta mode state, when you're awake. You feel me? And that's that in between stage, right? You might be asleep, but you might be halfway up. This is how you actually get into the astral realms, with the vortex opening up at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. They try to scientifically call it rapid eye movement, but what's happening is your vortex is coming online at that time, and you're seeing the spiraling light show that's coming on as you close your eyes. And what that is doing is giving you, it's taking you to the Never Never Land, right? Like Peter Pan. You feel me? And that's a key play into you moving into a space of power. No coincidence. Your what's her name? Yashara Shahidi. Look just like Khadija, boy. So boom, Panic again. His birthday was April 25th, 1968. 4 April is 4, 7, 25, 2 plus 5 equals 7, 1968 equals 24. 4 plus 7 plus 24 equals 35, which equals the 8, which equals the infinite potential realized, the infinity loop. This 2024 is going to be a big year for you to move into a space of power and move into a space of bringing your inner world outwardly. Inner world outwardly. So what's going to happen is a lot of people's inner world is already fucked up. So as you're going to see a reflection piece happen strongly in this particular time, is that the inner world is going to be chaotic for a lot of people. It will be, their inner world is jacked up because they're low vibrational creatures, if you will. You feel me? They're just in it for themselves. They have this kind of fight against a man and shit like that, right? They're in a space of jealousy and enviness, right? So that shit is going to reflect out, but it's going to be a detrimental reflection outwardly that shows, in the physical, right? So that means you're going to have to keep the peace, the solace, just like Panic was showing you in that meditation process during these specific times, because another infiltration tactic that they're going to do is they're going to try to stimulate your imagination by saying, hey, they're trying to touch down on the ground here. You feel me? The war is happening and they're trying to come to American soil, right? So guess what that does? That starts stimulating your mind to say, oh shit, I hope they don't, hit our city or hit us at the mall, hit us at the school and all of this other stuff, right? So all they got to do is infect you with a thought virus. You feel me? And put the idea in your mind's eye and then let your imagination run wild. So that's a key aspect of you understanding what this panic energy is. Remember, it said he was the wild nature boy, right? The wild nature boy. Pan, it says again, wild nature. Being Pan became a symbol of wild nature. Wild nature. So they're going to infect your thought stream because they did it a few years ago and they do it constantly now, but they're going to affect your thought stream with an idea, a virus that's going to see if you're built for this. You feel me? If your inner world is built for this, right? If you can actually keep the peace in your mind. Are you sitting there thinking positively about yourself? Are you optimistic or pessimistic, right? Y'all see my Mystic Mind Conference. The optimistic is you being able to see yourself in winning situations, right? So I get it. The inflation is coming down. The world is coming to an end, right? Everything is happening. They trying to put you in whatever, right? Can you see yourself as a winner? Are you able to visualize yourself in a winning situation instead of you saying, "Oh well, woe is me." You feel? Oh shit, I ain't gonna get out of this one, right? And that's all due to vibration, right? And I'm gonna read something on that as well. You feel me? So yeah, that 8 year is here, and this 8 year is just the infinite loop or the infinite potential realized, which is a sign of the times that we're in. You feel me? Boom. Left Eye, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Now, Lisa Left Eye Lopez is actually one of D. Ray's spirit guides. You feel me? And she's coming through heavy in this particular time. And guess what happened? Lisa Left Eye Lopez actually transitioned on Panic's birthday. What a coincidence. What a coincidence, right? And then she also has the number 80 or the number 8, the infinite loop with a hawk on her arm. Hey, I'm just telling you how spirit works, baby. Y'all can take it and leave it. Left eye means what? Right brain. Right brain is what? Your visual cortex, your imagination, your ability to create, your ability to see. You feel me? Your intuition, your knowing, your creative feel, your feeling, right? This place of, the essence you have is your imagination. You feel me? So that means you got to get your right brain online. Because I get a lot of new people. So your left brain is connected, your left hand is connected to your right brain. Your right hand is connected to your left brain. Your left side of your body is connected to your right brain. Your right side of your body is connected to your left brain, right? So left hand people like myself are usually more imaginative, creative, in that space of genius, if you will. You feel me? That's why there's so little of us. Chaos in the blood. But understand that you can actually, help your right brain and manipulate your right brain with, doing things with your left hand. You feel me? Strengthening that, right? Or crossing your hemispheres of planes and doing stuff like this. It's an exercise that you can do where you're going back and forth, crossing your plane, your hemisphere, so that way you can start stimulating both hemispheres of the brain. You feel me? Some people don't even cross, right? And this is actually a good exercise for you to get your kids to do, even reaching down, you feel me? And just crossing your hemisphere, just like this, simple like this, right? Even the nose nostril technique as well. You feel me? That's also a good where you're breathing in and then releasing out through the other nostril, right? So this is important, family, because right now it's important for you to visualize, for you to get into your imagination bag, and for you to know that the infinite energy that's going to happen, your Heru's energy is going to be built off of your mind's eye or your visualization. You feel me? You have to get into that space of power, which is you seeing yourself as a winner or seeing yourself in greater adventures. You feel me? The astral realms, seeing yourself, knowing that you can lucid dream. This is a big thing because I just had my lucid dreaming course, and a big problem and a big aspect that we were tying in was the confidence, the knowing. You just got to know that you can do it. You feel me? If you don't believe you can do it, then it's not going to happen. See, my shit started turning on when I said, I know I can do this. This is what I'm going to do. I always lucid dream. You feel me? Saying it over and over and over again, right, was causing me to shift into a new understanding and dimensional perspective. So that repetitious behavior was the work, right? But that was actually causing my shift as well. So I was like, oh shit. Then I just realized I was there, right? It's fucking the Wizard of Oz, right? Alice in Wonderland. You can always go home. You just gotta click your 3 heels. You gotta click your heels 3 times and get home. You feel me? But you want to go down this path to meet the Wizard of Oz, so he could give you a fake medal and a certificate that says you did it. Right? I told you that school shit is trash. Somebody, see, for the mere fact that you believe that you need a piece of paper to validate how powerful you are is an illusion, right? I can give you the damn paper right now. What kind of shit is that? So all the, these people that's going, hey, do you, right? Whatever, doctor, lawyer, whatever you try to be, do you. More power to you and all of that, right? What I'm saying is that paper should define you. You feel me? It shouldn't be your badge of honor. It shouldn't be like, yeah, I'm Dr. So-and-so. Chaos in the blood. People start with I'm doctor, so you could address me as a doctor. I went to school and did all this shit the hard way, nigga. You got me fucked up. So then their mind already inflates because a school, an illusionary school, gave them a piece of paper that said you did it. You remembered all this shit, right? And guess what they're gonna have to use as being a doctor? Their imagination. They're gonna have to see their way. Oh shit, okay, I'm gonna have to do something a little different in this surgery. You feel me? Now that obviously they got the idea and the concept of what's happening, but you still gonna have to figure out how to make the play happen, right? Through visualizing and see it in your mind's eye. So that's an important aspect for us to understand, right? We gotta understand that your imagination is key. You feel me? Here goes another imagination play. Panic was from Queens, New York, coming to America. Where were they going? They were going to Queens. You feel me? So remember, Queens is actually them coming to Earth, just like Panic dropped on that video, right? You coming to Earth is the third dimensional place that you're in right now. You feel me? Or you come into America is the third dimensional place you're in, right? This is the third dimension, right? Us coming down here and living out this human adventure. So you want to understand within yourself that you are a fifth dimensional light being. You feel me? Right? The fourth dimension is where you're, crossing the planes and stuff like that, right? But you're actually a fifth dimensional light being. So now understanding where you came from, you can make anything happen. You can make anything happen in the fourth dimension where you're going to go when you transition. Is based off of what? Your mind. How powerful are you seeing the vision come to your heart's desire, right? See, as we're visualizing, right? It's coming down from the fourth dimension, but it's so slow. It's this physical third dimensional construct is slower by nature. We're slowed down light, right? So that means the manifestation might take a little bit longer to come down. But before you know it, you're going to be like, damn, that shit happened fast. Be 5 years done pass by. You'd be like, wow, that shit happened real fast. You feel me? You'll feel like it's a blink in the eye. Why? Because the past is not real and the future doesn't exist. So all you have is the now. And in the now moments is where you really get down with the present. Hey, Merry Christmas, baby. The present, the gift, and all of that good stuff. So boom, he was 55, age 55. It says 55 is a highly spiritual number. It is associated with intuition, psychic abilities, and heightened awareness. Imagination again. This number also signifies 55 as a symbol of strength and power. When this number appears in your life, it is a sign that you are being called to step into your power and make positive changes in your life. If you are seeing 55 frequently, it is a sign that you need to take action and make changes in your life. The number 55 is also a reminder to stay positive and focused on your goals. Stay positive and focused on your goals. So understand that 55 is what? 5 plus 5 is 10. And remember, I told y'all about the 0, right? The chaos sphere, the nothingness, the potential energy, right? And the 1, which is the 10. You feel me? Remember, Kether and Malkuth are the same. Kether and Malkuth are the same. So Malkuth is the 10, right? And Kether is the 1. But 10, 10, is the 1, and then the 1, right? So it's the same. You feel me? You're just here on Earth trying to create with the 0s and 1s, but you are the 1, Neo. So understand to the core, right, that you just have to see all of this stuff as a symbolic message from the spirit world to help you and assist you in this particular time that you're in, so you can keep on moving with power, with strength, with love. You feel me? So when y'all start seeing 55 all the time, right? And even the god ODB would have been 55 this year, right? And you know, he was just an imagination creative junkie for real, right? So when you start seeing that 55, you need to probably lean into your imagination, right? It could be 5:55 on the clock. Stop whatever you're doing, close your eyes, and visualize yourself as a winner. Visualize yourself as a powerful being. Visualize yourself, you know, whatever your intention might be, right? You want to visualize that strongly and really get it in with the mind's eye. Let me read some of Panic's books so y'all can really get down with the get down. Go God, yeah, that's me. So go get Panic. You can still get Panic's book. Don't go to the website. Khadija already told us that hey, it's still available, right? You can go get his first one and his second one. We read it on our Patreon as well. I want to read this part because this is actually the key or the gateway in the portal to your visual cortex. You feel me? Which is the heart. The heart. It says, well, let me read it right here. Okay, being in a relationship isn't the only way to open the heart chakra, but is a great way. Some people have done this work in other lifetimes, so it's not necessary to do much work on the heart in their current lifetime. We say things about these people like, you really got it together, or you always seem to know. Working on your heart chakra through loving someone else is a big key because it's an indication of where you're going. The aim is to achieve a completeness of balance within the masculine and feminine energies within oneself. In this case, the symbol of marriage is on a higher level. It is a divine marriage. Your lower self and your higher self, or the two sides of you, are coming together as one. So that's the Peter Pan and Wendy. Remember, Wendy is also the fairies, you feel me, is the positive energy, is the, you know, the creative force as well, right? And Peter Pan is the one, right? So he's the pan or the goat, you feel me? And he's the one that's going back into the fold to get back to Neverland and understand himself as this essence, you feel me? Go watch Peter Pan again. You are going to your higher self instead of focusing on the mundane and physical aspects of the relationships. It's about releasing yourself to the higher wisdom of that part of you that knows. That part of you that knows. All right, let me read this. It says, you must line yourself up with this heart chakra love to reattach to its consciousness. The type of work that we do with the heart chakra is the frequency in which we experience and see this type of love come into play in our lives. Another way to look at this is when you have a Christian say, let go and let God. Let go and let God. So in your visualizations, right, in your imagination, there's going to come a point where you just let go and it start moving by itself, right? Some of y'all experienced it. If y'all haven't, just keep on going. It's going to happen, right? So as you're visualizing and you're in it deep, right? And you're in it like intensely with the feeling, with the knowing, and you feel it wholeheartedly, you feel me? Guess what? That act is going to move more and more and more. You're going to be like, ooh, shit, it's going down in this bitch. And see, my Patreon family know, hey, I got to say that for them. They know how to really tap into that energy and really get the movement moving. You feel me? You feel me? And I'm just being real. This means that by opening this chakra, you realize your God consciousness through letting go of your human ego. It is on a deeper level, and opening that deeper level takes you to that very good consciousness everyone has been looking for. Understand, family, like I can't make it up. You have to really get into the space of visualizing, imagining, and really understanding yourself beyond the physical, mundane world. I get it. There's a lot of stuff that's happening on this place that's taking us out of our God power realized, which is our imagination. But if you can hold tight, if you can really hold in on the aspect of who you are divinely, you'll tap into these spirits. And Brother Panic and spirits is actually on the same frequency in gematria. So understand that the word spirits and panic and Brother Panic is on the same frequency, 438, right? 438. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Black Friday deal. Black Friday deal. This is to show y'all love, to show y'all appreciation, to show the Chaos family what this is all about. This ain't about no sales or no bullshit like that. This is because we want to show y'all some love. My gematria course is on sale right now. You can get it on my website, mentalalchemy.com. Somebody post a link for me, family. Post a link for the family. So that's today. But every day I'm offering a lecture, a course that I put my foot in, because I put my foot in all these courses, for a deal, you feel me? And a small deal. So, hey, y'all, hey, some of these prices y'all ain't gonna even believe. But, it's for the love and it's for the family during this time. Spirit is what? Inspiration in spirit. It's the thing that moves you. You feel me? It's the thing that animates you. So you got to understand this to the core, family. Like, your spiritual energy is based off of your imagination. Your sexual energy, like the god Pan, is your creative force and is your visualization, imagination process. You feel me? So when you release, fellas, right? I'm not sure of how the female aspects of it work, but when the fellas release, you are basically essentially killing off some of your creative force, if you will. You feel me? So I'm not saying you don't never release. I'm saying if you can hold and cultivate your seed upwards, right, to here, then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to see more vivid and powerful pictures that's going to put you in alignment with your heart's desire. You feel me? So, it's the work. It's the process of the Kundalini work. And that's a thing that we have to take steps in, right? And I get it. And as a spiritual advisor and a spiritual assistant on this YouTube thing, it's kind of tricky to explain the whole concept in one video. You feel me? But it's a process. It's not no goddamn, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, right? So you got to think of this like the never ending story. You just got to keep going and going and going, right? I ain't had no goddamn real lucid dreaming experience or no out of body experience until 3 years later. You feel me? What, from the moment I started practicing till 3 years later, right? So that's a long time. You feel me? To get into a space of, oh shit, I'm out of my body and shit, and then you start, all other type of stuff. But again, just like some of y'all that took my workshops, right? What was we doing? Straight visualization, seeing ourselves in different scenarios and situations, right? And really honing into that aspect of us that knows, you feel me? Taking our astral body out of this physical body and moving, you feel me? So remember, it's not no goddamn race. That's the thing. A lot of, this, you see people out here, they be trying to, they swear, nah, nigga, I got it, nigga, I'm the best. You feel me? Niggas be in this bitch tripping with their ego, boy. I be like, hey, all right, you got it. I say, all right, you got it, family, you got it. But honestly, you got to understand this as, a process, something that you're gonna go into regardless. You feel me? And look, I just seen this thing. It said the life expectancy is 73 for males now. 73. Hey, I can't make it up. You know how this shit goes. Life is just like that quick. So you might as well do something you want to do on this bitch and have a time of your life. Ride the roller coaster till the wheels fall off. You feel me? Stop playing small. Play this thing big. Be the GOAT. Be on top of the mountain. You feel me? And really get into your space of power, of truth, of love for yourself. Yes, sir, family. Give me some questions. Celebration of life. Celebrate. Oh, let me give y'all the plays. Now, this is how you tap into your imagination. I forgot. God damn. So here goes some plays. And you see how chaotically I did this. God damn. So mindful meditation is absolutely a must. You got to do your mindful meditation. That's you just sitting there and you being able to be, visualize. You can visualize an apple, like Panic said. You can visualize an orange, whatever, right? Just being mindful of you right now. You feel me? Creative visualization is when you're taking it a little bit further. You feel me? You can visualize Michael Jackson at a concert or whatever. You feel me? You can visualize a waterfall, right? And you just see your waterfall happening, right? Y'all seen my 33 meditation book, but the creative visualization is absolutely a powerful play to move you into, power and strength for yourself. But you have to be able to take the time out for yourself, family. I swear, listen, today, I meditated for 40 minutes to that Andre 3000 album. And then I had my kids meditate to 2 songs of that bitch. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lifestyle, I think. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not be able to catch the lifestyle and catch the wave, but it's just up to them and up to them to understand what's actually happening when you're in this imagination visualization process. Is absolutely helping you, right? And I hear people say, I don't got enough time. If you don't have enough time to visualize for 10 minutes, then you need to visualize for 30. Because your ass don't realize what you're missing. You feel me? Chaos writing. Chaos writing is my favorite one. Now, see, this is for all the journalers out there and the people that know. You feel me? When you're chaos writing, you're just going. You feel me? At first, it might start off slow. It might be a process where you're just like, damn, I don't have no. You're just talking about your day or whatever. But then eventually, something else is going to kick in, especially once you get into the alpha state of writing. You're going to start writing a magical, powerful story. And then guess what that story is going to be? A cheat code for you to understand yourself into a new trajectory of thought or into a new lifestyle or to blah, blah, blah. You feel me? You're going to write something on that piece of paper that says, nigga, you need to make this move, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, I do have to quit this job. It might be something like that. I do have to move to California or whatever, right? And, you know, whatever it might be. You feel me? Oh, shit, I got to move to Puerto Rico. Chaos in the blood. My partner K, which shout out to Panic. That's how I met Kamani. That nigga said he was just in a visualization act, and it said it just showed him Mexico and that space of Hispanic culture. That nigga moved to Puerto Rico, baby. I said, damn, K, you is I mean, how his kids are older or whatever, so he just took off. You feel me? I said, damn, that's beautiful, K. And he just did it from Atlanta to Puerto Rico, like, fuck it, I'm taking it. I said, nigga, that is the action that niggas need to take. Because remember, you got one life. He said, man, I started thinking about my life, and he said, I can't see myself living in Atlanta for the rest of my life, just being in this one spot. You feel me? Nigga, I had a homeboy in college, right? His name was Cookie. This nigga stayed in Atlanta, Texas. You ain't never heard of no shit like that. Atlanta, Texas. This place was so country, it didn't even make no sense. Anyway, long story short, he said he ain't never been outside of Atlanta, Texas. I said, oh, shit. You feel me? Until he got to Jarvis, right? Nigga said, I ain't never been outside of no Atlanta, Texas. He said, wow, this is amazing. He started, and we was in another country. It was right up the street. I said, boy, if you don't take, and not even Houston, nothing, nigga. So just imagine that life. Oh, so some of y'all might be holding back and holding on to a place where you live for years, and that shit might be holding you back. You feel me? You got to get off of that shit ASAP, because shit, you got one life, or this one life and this one adventure, right? And then you transition and say, fuck, I was supposed to try to put my feet in Egypt. Damn, I forgot. Shit, I just was so busy with working. I didn't even go to Egypt. I didn't even go to the pit. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, boy. Woo-wee. Hey, I'm just telling y'all what it is. Try to do what you want to do. You feel me? Because this shit goes faster than you think. Spending time in nature is a must. Spending time in nature is going to give you them fairies, them windies, right? The negative ions. The negative ions are going to put you into a creative sphere. You feel me? And that's going to be powerful. Artistic expression is you doing music, you coloring, you writing, you reading, you feel me? You doing puzzles and stuff like that, right? You being able to be artistic in some kind of way, paintings and shit like that, painting with a twist, right? You trying to use your own imagination, your visualization cortex to put something down on the canvas. So you want to do that because this is actually helping your right brain. This is actually strengthening your right brain. See, a lot of people are believing that their right brain is strong already. Oh, I visualize and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, this shit is going to help you go to another level. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't even realize there's another level to the imagination. Be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You feel me? So, you know, I get it. It's hard. You know, I get it to understand sometimes, but there's another level to this shit. You feel me? You're going to be like, oh, wow, okay. And that's what they're trying to take you out of. You feel me? By you staying on the earth or you being in the fear state. You feel me? Which is the lower three chakras, right? Fear, worry, stress. So now you're just visualizing the stressful stuff and you're not able to use your imagination faculties to power yourself up. The optimistic vision, desire that you are, you feel me, naturally, right? So, you know, a big aspect of that might be you have to cut some shit out of your life, right? You know, the glamour is not really that big of a deal. If you look at it, you could actually do more with less. You could do more with less, but people want to hold on to their glamour because of the ego. You feel me? So now you have to be able to really look at your physical reality and say, all right, why am I living this kind of lifestyle that's not even necessary, that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things? Who am I trying to impress? You feel me? Like, we have to really get into that space of gnosis and understanding, right? You trying to impress the females, but the females is like, damn, you gonna lead with the bag with the female? Me and the Patreon family, we doing the Art of Seduction book right now in the book club. Y'all know Patreon family, we going heavy, right? And the biggest aspect of what these females are doing on YouTube, some of these females are saying all these words and shit, we're leading with the bag, lead with the bag, is they're fucking up these ladies that is missing out on a chance of adventure. You feel me? So now, because he don't have the bag, you're gonna miss an adventure trip, right? Because he drives a bus. That doesn't make any sense. And don't let these ladies fool you, nigga. They know they are in cahoots with a man saying, yeah, you keep doing the YouTube shit and let's get this money. Chaos in the blood. What you think they saying all this stuff and then they getting all this funds, because that's what YouTube does. It brings the funds to you, right? With the views and all of that stuff and all the products you sell, right? Go get our product. The gematria class is below this video. And then guess what? Okay, so what happened to that money? It's coming back to the household, baby. I got you, Big Daddy. Do not let these ladies fool you and fuck you up, nigga. They got husbands and shit. You think they on YouTube because they trying to teach women how to empower themselves? That shit is a stunt. Trust me, nigga. I see past all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's, hey, to each his own. Everybody do their thing to creatively get their bag. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, ladies, you want to be able to not let a nigga lead you with the bag. You feel me? Let the nigga heart lead you in a sense. You feel me? Can he move you in a particular way? Just because he don't got the bag at this particular time doesn't mean he's a fucked up nigga. You feel me? It might be you that actually pushes them to the next level, right? You see it all the time. The Kendrick Lamars and all these other stories, right? Hey, that's how this shit work, and that's how this shit is gonna go. So we gotta understand that union is important, and don't let nobody saying, hey, you better spend that money on your girl. That's the glamour. That's an illusion, and they should know better than that. And you know, they whatever it's their act, whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we got to really get into the space of understanding what's actually happening, and that's not real. You feel me? What else I got here? Symbolism exploration. Symbolism exploration. So I wanted to read this book. And we get in with the goats. Goat guy. Yeah, that's me. So understand goats or Baphomet, right, is a symbol. So remember, all of these stuff are symbols. A lot of people are still in the scare zone of this thing. They still be believing in the boogeyman and stuff like that. But this is a symbol picture universe that you're in. You feel me? So that's how your spirit and your intuition speaks to you. It speaks to you as symbols and pictures, right? So now you cannot be afraid of a symbol if you don't understand the shit. Stop running from it, go and understand it, and then make your own judgment call. You feel me? Niggas just want to run away from shit and they don't even know what it is. Oh no, that looks hideous. Oh shit, I don't know about that shit. And that's what they want you to do. They saying like, if you ain't even ready for this jump, for this new level, then you're not a part of this club. You feel me? That's in the aspect of you getting past the fearful stuff. You know what the fearful stuff is in your dreams? It's you. It's you chasing you. It's you getting on your own ass. I was running from years until I finally figured out that I have to turn around and face that demon, right? And then when I finally turned around, I looked and I said, this motherfucker was me the whole time. Chaos in the blood. Some of these people that's even saying, oh yeah, we have to, I seen Bobby. Yes, nigga, that's you. That's an aspect of you that you seeing. I gotta save them. You gotta save yourself. Chaos in the blood. These people crazy. Hey, I don't know what's going on with that shit. I'll be like, no, come on, really? We still on that? These are symbols to explain the energy that you have to deal with inside of yourself. You feel me? Not no goddamn, I gotta be the one to save Bobby. Y'all, what? Boy, y'all boys is funny. All right, it says goat, horny and all. Let me share this real quick before we get to this goat thing, because I want to make sure the family goes to occultlectures.com. Occultlectures.com. You'll fuck with Khadija and the celebration of life for Panic. You feel me? The portals of Pan. This is going to be a big celebration. I wish I could go, but we got the baby thing that's about to happen any day now. So we're just, in the midst of waiting and, in that process of this thing. You feel me? But definitely, family, y'all go and represent, and make sure y'all usher in this celebration, because at the end of the day, you got to realize, like, Panic did shift a lot of consciousness in a whole bunch of generational people's minds. And I hate when these old niggas, and Panic is one of them too. I hate when these old niggas say, yeah, man, the 90s was the shit, nigga. That's when the real consciousness was happening and shit. Nigga, I was fucking 8. What was I supposed to do? Nigga, y'all niggas ain't real. I was fucking 2 years old, nigga. What? God damn. Nah, it's about the VHS tapes. God damn. That's when it was really going down. Nigga, I was goddamn 12 years old. Nigga, I didn't have no goddamn shit. I'm listening to my mama. Yes, where do we go now? So y'all gotta get off of that shit too. This shit is forever changing, right? Always some new shit that's happening. These young kids is coming with some shit. They bringing a whole heap of shit. These young kids are online playing video games. 60,000 people watching them play a video game. All right. Y'all better catch this wave. This shit is about seeing what them young gods are doing. You feel me? Them kids is in a whole nother space of thought with this shit. They've been defeated that school shit. That Christian shit is definitely over with for them. Like, a lot of them is just off of that shit completely. But that creative shit, that being able to say, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing and see how I can turn up on this shit. That's a key play in a lot of these kids' power. So yeah, go Saturday, November 25th, occultlectures.com. Okay, it says the GOAT. And this book is the Element Encyclopedia of Secret Signs and Symbols. You know, I'll be having to share all the books. At Adele Nozadar. Goat. Horny in all senses of the word. The goat is arguably most infamous as a symbol of lust and procreation, a reputation gained in no small part from the influence of the so-called goat of Mendes, Baphomet, in ancient Egypt, which is Baphomet, which turned into Baphomet. So you remember, the horny is a sexual energy. You feel me? The senses is you being able to feel, touch. You feel me? The knowing, right? So that's when you're in your imagination, visualization, creative process bag. You feel me? And that's where you want to be at with your sexual energy. You feel me? So now what's happening is, which is a beautiful game by the powers that be, which I just want to let y'all know it's a beautiful game by them. They're putting out, or they're not putting it out, but they strategically devised a play and a plan for you to recruit or gain funds, melanated goddesses, by showing your ass. You feel me? So now, in you showing your ass and you showing these sexy images online, you get energy, which is money, right? The fiat money, right? But what also happens is it's a trick to move the gods, the men, right, out of their power zone, because now all they doing is scrolling, seeing ass all day. Shit, we used to have to, hey, send me a picture. You feel me? They send you a picture of them in they goddamn Marshall's uniform. I'm like, girl, I didn't want to see this damn picture. Damn, send me something in that thong, baby. What's up? You feel me? Now that shit is just online like a motherfucker. You don't even shit. I don't know when the last time somebody said send me a picture. Y'all niggas probably don't even do it. You just go straight to her Instagram page. Oh, there we go. Thank you. You feel me? This shit is getting wild, boy. So that's a huge play into killing off your sexual energy, right? That shit is destroying a lot of males' sexual energy and their ability to create out here. So you want to be mindful and protect your sexual energy at all costs, because that's what's going to actually get you to more energy. You feel me? Which is the fiat, which is the money, right? But a lot of times what happens is you got addicted to, the program of the porn and sex and all of this stuff. So now you're just in a docile position. So you have to fight your way back. There's no way around it. You feel me? And that's the same thing I was telling you with the Kali Ma energy with Cardi B yesterday. See, the fight is going to be the sacrifice of you actually tapping into that space of giving it up, like saying, I got to get it off. See, the blood, right? The Cardi B, the Kali energy, right, is the blood in the skull cup. That's the sacrifice. You feel me? Just like people sacrifice animals, sacrifice blood, whatever, right? So understand that your blood is actually affected or addicted to, certain behaviors, weed, porn, alcohol, so on and so forth. Go get Jewel Pokrum's book, Straight from the Heart. Jewel Pokrum, Straight from the Heart. Jewel Pokrum. I think I got it up here. I thought I had it up here. Might not. It might be in the other room. Jewel Pokrum's book, Straight from the Heart. Absolutely gem of a book. That's the goddess as well. Dr. Jewel Pokrum. Chaos in the blood. See, with Jewel Pogram, she was a doctor at first, and then she realized, she said, hold on, wait a minute. What the she said, oh shit, all this scientific stuff. She was a doctor in the educational, thing. Then she said, man, fuck all that. She had to throw all that shit away because she knew that it was something deeper. She went to a deeper gnosis of it, which is the mind's eye, which is the visualization, which is the physiological language and the blood actually programming you in a particular way. You feel me? So she be dropping you, 7 circuits of the brain, all of that, right? Which is basically the 7 chakras and your 7 glands in your body and stuff like that. So she was dropping, nigga. She drops. I mean, so go to Jewel Pokram's book, Straight from the Heart. Absolutely fire book, and I'll show you how addicted your blood is. You feel me? The Egyptian god was identified by the Greeks as Pan, the god of nature, who sometimes were goat skinners. Later, for Christians who were kept to demonize and trace of the old pagan religions, the goat became the personification of the devil. That's for the Christian mythology. So now, remember, Bobby did that tape. What if the God you worshiping is really the devil, right? So go look at that tape if you want to understand the trick that they put on your ass to believe that energy or any kind of symbol is the devil. But remember, Baphomet is just a spiritual technology symbol, so you can get into your spiritual bag. So all of it is symbolically representing you doing the spiritual work. All of it, the whole symbol. So when you do the spiritual work and see it, then you be like, oh, okay, I get it. This is me getting into my bag, right? And getting into my gnosis. So yeah, y'all go get this book, The Element Encyclopedia, Secrets, Signs, and Symbols. It's a really good book. Also, this book, Symbolic and Mythological Animals, J.C. Cooper. You feel me? Because you'll dive into a whole plethora of symbols, especially if you're trying to get to, turning on that imagination, creative visualization process as well. Yes, sir. Give me some questions, family. Give me some questions. What y'all got before I get out of here? Give me some questions. Give me some questions. What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? Straight from the Heart. Yep, Straight from the Heart was the book. Dr. Jewel Pogram. That book will blow you away. Go get my course. Let me show y'all this gematria course so y'all can know I'm being real. Oh. I said we showing y'all love, baby. This is straight from the heart, straight for the love. Hold on, let me see. Gematria. There you go. Share screen. Boom. Go get it. Look at that beautiful number. 91% off. Hey, and look, the stuff I taught in this bitch, nigga, it's gonna blow you the fuck away. You feel me? This is that advanced science stuff. So I'm doing it. I'm doing a class every day. For what's this? For this Black Friday weekday. Class every day for the Black Friday weekday. Can you give us an overview of what the gematria stuff is? Yeah, I sure can, Caprell. It's basically me giving you the understanding of how to use, the universal code, if you will. You feel me? So gematria is an ancient science that ties in letters and numbers, but it's all symbols. Everything is symbols. And this symbolic universe that we live in, even with the numbers, is speaking something to you. So now a lot of people use gematria. They say, hey, the bad guys is doing this to us. They running this gematria play on us. You feel me? Which could be true and whatever, cool, right? What I'm saying is it's your divine science. You use it on yourself. You feel me? Nigga, we was going crazy in that small apartment with gematria on ourselves. We was going, what? I was going ham on my shit. You feel me? And that's the key. You want to be able to understand your gematria, how to, how to use it for yourself and not worry about whatever everybody else is doing. That shit don't matter. What does it matter? I can't do nothing to these niggas. What? Okay, Bill Gates is using the gematria code on us. Yeah, we gotta get him. All right, okay. Hey, y'all, let me know how that turns out to be. You feel me? It's shit. That shit don't even matter. None of that shit matters. How do you use the bitch? You feel me? You use it. Use it for yourself. That's why all we do, we use it on ourselves. Nigga, I used to go crazy with that gematria stuff. You feel me? Still do, right? And you can power up your energy, power up your life by using it. So yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful gem I had tapped in. You feel me? What else y'all got? What else y'all got? What? I just remember Panic talking about niggas selling out. What? Who is this? Okay, I don't know what that is. Anybody else? Yeah, no doubt, Caprell, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, I don't see no more questions, family. Hey, man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. And look, tap into that pan energy. Tap into the place where you know is going to move some stuff. The optimistic mind, you feel me? Your imagination, your visualization, your ability to see and create, you feel me? Now, one of the biggest aspects of it is you actually utilizing the symbol. So if you don't have a picture of panic yet, print them out, put them up on your altar. Another aspect of these pictures is of panic is you can put them, also, your ancestor altar is one thing, but if you want to utilize his energy, especially in this specific time, you can put him on your personal altar as well, and then see him as a symbol of the god Pan, right? Which I just showed y'all was what it was. You feel me? Go get you a flute. You could go get you a toy flute and start making sure that you're clearing out and killing off that old self, like Andre 3000 is showing y'all, right? Because he's just a big, powerful symbol for where the 3,000 years is going to be at. You feel me? Essentially, rap is really going to die off, and then there's going to be a space of just vibration, music, pitch that people are going to be vibrating on with the frequency and the knowing. You feel me? So y'all got to understand this too, right? There's some dead people out here, and they play in consciousness. Now, listen, I'm just telling you what it is. It's just being honest. This thing is about work, work, work. All this stuff, all this conspiracy theory shit does not matter. You feel me? At the end of the day, if you're not doing the work, then it's not doing a motherfucking thing to you. Because essentially what's happening is you're built in and built by the distraction, right? So if you can't close your eyes and listen to that Andre 3000 album while it's actually piercing something through you and cleansing out something inside of you, then you're going to be a shell of yourself forever. I'm just telling you what it is, family. It don't even have to be the Andre 3000 album. Listen to goddamn binaural beats. I gave y'all a plethora of work to listen to in the Rewiring the Brain course. You feel me? You listen to that shit all day. What? Hold on, let me show y'all. I'm I'm telling you, that hurts out. You feel me? So what I'm simply saying is the idea or the concept, right? And you can't hate what you don't understand. You feel me? 432 hertz. Look at the hertz app and tap into killing off that old self. You feel me? Niggas be trying to become a new, but they not doing no work. It's like, all right. You feel me? It's like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'll just playing in this thing. You feel me? So yeah, I love and appreciate y'all, man. And hey, y'all know what it is. Peace to the gods.